I'm
not calling you Mav. Nigga, you studied one year and barely got
I have a master's degree. Call me math, asshole.
Call him math.
What it stand for?
Oh, we are recording. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's all about cutting.
Money and time, hustle.
Okay.
That's all I got.
That was very.
We talked about nicknames earlier.
That felt very like an Arab dude who grew up in America, rich with white kids. It's clever, but it feels like Russ, the rapper.
I forced that out.
Like good production, but nobody gives a fuck what you're talking about.
I forced that out.
Why though?
I don't know why that dude is so dope, but nobody gives a fuck that he's dope.
Is he dope? Really? I've never heard a song.
Okay. So I listened to. What you didn't turn it? Okay, it's oh.
Test. Yeah, we can hear.
Yeah, that nigga
on a technical level, that nigga Russ can rap his.
He can rap,
off.
But if you sit down and listen to what Russ,
what the fuck
he's talking about.
It's
Russ
the same argument
shit.
as Logic. Like I love Logic.
Yeah, Logic
don't fuck with
Logic got flow, but
Logic.
Logic be talking about Logic, even like Logic.
He be talking about Logic.
Logic. Nobody cares about Logic. Logic talk about some shit that Logic's trying to do.
Is it like teddy bear rap? Is it like ABC 1 2 3 rap? Is it like it's
egotistical.
No, let me ask you this.
It's a lot of ego.
Let me ask you this. Is it like
Russ do this, Russ do that?
Is it like how I imagine? So like we say a temple of monks learned kung fu over 1,000 years, and you got a white person that's like, I learned kung fu. Is it like that vibe, where it's just like, yo, you didn't live kung fu though. Like you didn't live it over decades. You wasn't taught in your household from your father with kung fu. Is that how we treat hip hop? To whereas we take in certain artists and just like, yeah, you fire technically, you're Eminem, technically you dope, but you know it's not in your veins. You know, you don't dream hip hop.
It's not that. It's not that. It's literally.
Not that? You sure?
Yeah, it's literally like. You are just saying a bunch of words.
Yeah, he is.
You're a rapping ass nigga.
And Russ be saying a whole bunch of words, like some camera and shit.
You are just saying a bunch of words, and it might just happen to rhyme
and sound good.
And so,
okay, hold on.
But we don't want to. But that's not.
But it ain't Kendrick Lamar.
That's not what. That's not
Nas.
That's not what.
Not even 50 cents.
That's not what the art's supposed to be.
Earlier 50 cents.
That's not what the art. That's not what the art form's supposed to be.
You waiting for the track this blood. Stunning you on the road.
Like you with your head, boy.
Like you got to think. You got to think. You got to think that. You got to think that Eminem debut song was "My Name Is." You know what I'm saying?
Chicky Slim Shady.
Like he literally just introduced himself to the rap game. That's his debut song. And for you to come in with all these fucking, I don't know, you just saying shit just to say shit. It's like if your teacher gave you homework and you just did the homework and brought it in and read it off. Don't nobody give a fuck. Yeah, you did the homework and that's fine, bro.
That's definitely mine.
Yeah, you did the homework and that's fine, bro. But that don't mean we have to listen to it.
Exactly. But my thing is, what's the subtle difference between a Russ type rapper and a Mac Miller, right?
Probably the difference between being on subject and off subject.
Yeah, there you go. That's like fucking perfect, bro. There's no way. He answered that in 5 fucking seconds. Anyway, welcome to fucking.
Mike, I love you. Don't shoot me, boy.
Welcome to Talking Tangents. I'm your.
I will stab you when we get outside.
I'm your boy Anthony Truth Gary. We are on Talking in Tangents. Tits. We got some titty heads in the motherfucking building.
Is that what we are, titty heads?
We tit heads.
Can I be Areola?
You can be
areolas
whatever you want to be.
Are very underrated when it comes to boobs.
That's my favorite.
Like, that's my favorite part.
I mean, but areolas make boobs. I mean, but they
because
ugly areolas. You ever seen Patsy? You're like, man, get that bullshit out of here. But as soon as you see that areola, you're like, oh, okay, now I know what this. Now I know what's going on.
Ugly areolas can ruin a female sexual organ experience for you. You know, like when you
or can make it.
Or can make it.
Because like long
hamburger
nipples
patty size areolas.
I mean,
exactly.
My go-to for a while was a nice, good oatmeal cookie.
Oh no, I like the silver dollars for the longest. When I was
that's the holy grail. Yeah, that's holy grail. Like that's the.
I like.
But you know what's weird?
Too,
the no areola all nipple. That's a weird one. You ever seen that?
Yeah,
I've seen that.
like
That's a strange one.
times.
It's also that's also a vacation.
They
It's
look like
also
rocket switches. Like this shit just.
Are you ever had the
wouldn't
nipple
click.
and the areola that blend in with the rest of their skin?
That's also
Yeah.
that's also.
I done had the big nipples, and that was weird for me. God damn, it's like
The long nipples.
I'm not gonna lie. A fatty nipple,
wait.
a fatty
It's
nipple
like-
comes with a little.
It's like a come here. It's
Them
like a
bitches were
come.
long.
Damn, nigga.
Them bitches-
So
Oh,
when
fucking
you-
$10 nipples.
Bro,
God
this shit
damn.
fun. It's fun though.
it's different.
It's different.
Is
You
it
know?
like sucking on a Twizzlers? Like when you put the titty in your mouth.
Did you see the pass when you sucked on her titties?
It's definitely a light switch effect. It's definitely on off. It's definitely. Boop, boop, yeah,
I feel like you know how you get those Camelbacks that you run with and you put the holes in your mouth.
Oh.
Is that what it's like? You know what I'm saying? It's like you got to press down with your teeth.
no. You,
I'm playing.
hey, we're gentlemen. No teeth.
You a gentleman? I'm a fucking gremlin over here.
It's like
I'm a gentleman.
it's like a
Nigga is a little monster.
I'm just saying.
it's like a pen cap.
A pin cap.
Chewing on
Like
it.
a pen cap.
Oh, that's a thick bitch.
That's a thing.
And it ain't got no, but it be fucking up your teeth.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
It should be sharpening up your motherfucker.
Yeah.
Chew a pin cap. You sharpen up your teeth, goddamn.
It's like
But
sharpening.
you know
a-
what? Like those weird.
And then the fucked up shit is I wasn't expecting it. Like
Was it dark? You just put your mouth on the titty, you couldn't see. It's like, oh, I hope that's a nipple.
like she just showed up with him and was like,
Yo, all right. So, quick question: what's like sexually? What's the most surprising thing you've seen on a girl, on a woman? What's the most like sexually? Like, say you was about, oh, I'm about to fuck, and y'all get naked, and she get naked, and you go, oh.
I'm afraid to answer this because they gonna know who I'm talking
Well,
about.
I mean, a lot of people know what
names.
someone's talking about, and they go, I know he talking about. But do you care? Is she gonna DM you like, Marcus, I'm gonna kill myself? You be like, damn.
Can the lawyers prove it?
I didn't do it. This is your fault. You shouldn't have told me.
Oh,
Now I know that you was looking for
all
me
right,
to say.
all right.
Go ahead.
A large clitoris.
Okay, we've all seen a large clit.
No, I haven't.
Really?
I've never seen a super large.
Boy,
clip.
them shits is sturdy.
I've seen I've seen an aroused clip, but I've never seen like
Man.
that's okay. What's up? That's
That shit was like
Dude, I've
Uncle
seen-
Fester.
I've seen-
Like, oh,
I've
was
seen
like,
an
damn, that
aroused
might
big
be
clit. That shit is.
I was like, damn, you might be
Dude, she, man.
Is that
no,
So Vietnam
Is
shit.
this a no?
I'm talking about that shit look like Uncle Fester. I was like,
Oh my god.
what the?
No.
So what
Okay.
do you do with that? Do you like?
It
That
takes
bit, that bit look like a whole.
she
knuckle.
likes vibrators. I'm gonna tell you that much.
whole
They
Gotta
love
be.
vibrators.
Gotta like the
But
outside
they
of
stand down. They clit with the vibrators. If your clit that big, you standing that bitch down.
You sanded it down.
Hell yeah.
That's funny.
Wouldn't
gonna
it
lose?
bruise and
You
bleed?
sanded it
Dude,
down.
if-
You say
I'm
stand-
saying if you, okay. So the
That's
situation I was
So
in,
just gonna put that out there. You know we canceled immediately.
Oh, yeah.
What I tell you earlier? Somebody's
Here's the
getting
thing,
canceled
th-
tonight,
y'all
dude.
y'all got to realize I'm talking from a male experience.
we get
of a
away
person
with it.
who hasn't seen that big clit in a long time. So I'm talking from memory, and one thing the court system has proven is that eyewitness testimony isn't that good. So
I've only seen it once.
I've only seen
it once.
I've seen it a few times, but
I've seen it at least two.
Really?
Yeah.
Two.
Yeah, at least
The big one.
It's not.
Why
it's
you make
not
it
that-
sound like a fish in the big
because,
game?
because you don't see it like that.
Yeah,
like
it's
it's
not
not
that
there.
common.
So what
You
do
don't.
you do with a big clit?
And that's why I said like it's like a mystical fish. I don't know. I guess I would flick it. I don't know. I don't. What do you do with it? I don't. What do you? I mean, you pinch it. I don't. What do you do?
Pinch it? I don't
You
think
lick
you
it.
should
They
pinch
want.
it.
They want a lot of. I'll be real with you, man.
I mean, what do you do?
I mean,
help me out. Help me help you.
You want to know the truth?
What you do?
You want to know the truth? You gonna be on that mouth. You gonna be mouthing that motherfucker.
What that mouth do?
Dude. All right. So what I was in like.
You got to pay.
You know what I said earlier about the vibrator be
saying.
sanding out the pussy? Like, I feel like women using if you
That
use
shit
if a
weird,
woman use
man.
a vibrator and you on that bitch for like longer than 5 minutes, that vibrator ain't enough.
That shit was weird.
Like,
It was poking me
they,
in the
they
pelvis and
need
shit.
they need like she needed 15,
weird.
20 minutes on that vibrator. Like that vibrator had to be plugged in.
I did one
was
chick. I did one chick where we played with that damn thing.
Battery power ain't enough for her pussy.
And the shit went dead, and we had a pending stage. You know, you upgrade your character with a pending stage. We got to
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you.
re-energize that motherfucker. Because I'm like, look, listen. Your shit numb. It's dead down there.
If you walk into your girl room and she got one of them goddamn rosebuds,
I mean,
she got one of them damn rosebuds thing.
Yeah,
just going home.
Your shit is dead.
you remember that? Okay, so you know that scene of Transformers that went viral with Tyrese, where it's like, if we're made in God's image, what was that made of? That's what we need to look at the rose like.
Yeah. What is that?
Like that nigga sucked.
What is that month?
All that shit is fucking your pussy up.
All that shit.
You do not have to. I'm sorry.
All that.
Sorry.
So I don't know what a rosebud is, so I feel very
You know
inexperienced
what
over
rosebud
here.
is?
Maybe if I seen it, I know what the rabbit is, but
Keep
I don't.
that shit away from your wife.
Away from your wife.
Yes.
Keep
In
it
the
away.
name
Don't
of
you do it.
Jesus.
This is okay. Can I ask a question? All right, this is the thing. If you for a car, if you go buy like the fastest car on the planet as your first car, intentionally, you ruin the experience of every other car you're gonna get in.
Do you?
So what? So I don't understand. Like, what did you think? Like, I feel like women set themselves up for failure with that shit in the long run. Because what you gonna do? You gonna go get this thing that no human being could compete with, except some nigga with a 13-inch long dick. and I mean, let's just call it. I'm pretty sure the average amount of men who have that is probably less than 1%.
Talking about that.
So
when I say this,
all I'm saying is just think about it logically. Think about it logically. You go get this,
like an assassin.
and then you like,
Dame Bun must have a big dick.
I can't deal with these lonely
it
nights.
ain't about that.
I need a man, and they go get a man, and then they're not sexually satisfied. Of course, it's not, because you release Skynet on your vagina. Like, I don't know what you
I
think.
come to slay that pussy.
What you think Tarzan gonna do?
I blame science.
I blame science.
Science is the
It's
devil.
Fuck you, Elon Musk.
You know what? You blame lesbian and asexual.
And the internet.
For real.
Can I say this?
A new player has
The
entered.
difference with the roses, it's clitoral stimulation rather than penetration stimulation. Now the level with the rose is doing, the rose is beating the shit out of your clit to where even if you're getting penetration stimulation, you don't feel anything. Like, you're literally just a hole getting pounded. Like, it doesn't feel like anything. If you're having to use the rose, your clit is dead. Like, you have to be like a lesbian.
So does it become calloused? Like, when you work out and you
it
get
becomes
calloused?
Yeah,
For real?
Yeah, like, you should not
So you mean
you should not be okay with the level of beating.
So you mean to
that
tell me?
rose
You
is
mean to
giving
tell
your
me by the
clit, like,
time you're done with this thing, your clit is snapping to a Slim Jim?
like,
And
yeah,
that's what's
like,
happening.
you should
Fight
be
off a
numb.
praying mantis.
Like, you should be like, you at this point you can walk up from where you live up right. What is it? What's the mountains where the president's faces are?
Oh,
Mount
Mount
Rushmore.
Like, you
pussy.
can walk all the way up to Mount Rushmore and
Like
walk
a
back
rock.
without being chapped.
And that's why
and having a vagina and it means nothing. Like, no, you
Again,
shouldn't be able to
why
do
are
that.
you doing this to you? And what
much.
got your clitoris to the point where
If you're
you
not
need
getting
Bad
dick,
decision.
well,
if
you
you're
need
not
a
getting dick.
V8 powered machine
If
that
you're not
gets you
getting
going.
dick and all you're doing is like you're rubbing your
But they gonna
vagina,
have
you're
a
bumping
goddamn
biscuits.
diesel power.
It's usually
one.
You're
insecure
not getting real
hoes.
So
dick.
let me-
This
so-
is the type of measures that you're resulting
That big
to.
gonna have
Abuse
to-
victims.
So let me ask the court this.
Yeah,
This is because we all men.
Who's the judge?
We all. Oh, Anthony, you can be. I mean, Truth, you can get the judge. Well, you don't care.
I don't
you
care.
can get.
I
You
don't
can be the
care.
judge.
Okay.
If you
I
are,
don't have a law degree.
and it might not be fair to ask you this because your lady is standing right there. But I'm gonna ask you anyway.
We're very
If
open.
somebody is gives you
Okay.
a fleshlight as a man,
Okay.
this thing gonna do something.
I know
The-
niggas.
the-
that, I know
this is
niggas that
it.
use them.
Let
and
me
have
finish.
them.
Let me finish the scenario.
Okay, I know. I'm listening. It's nasty.
It's gonna give you the best.
Yeah, it's
situation on
better-
earth.
better than
However,
with the coconut.
after this is done, your sensation with biological women
Coconut oil
will be
tore it up.
permanently desensitized.
Is that true though?
No, it doesn't matter. It's just a scenario. It's just a
Thank
scenario.
God.
Are you gonna do that?
What?
Wait, what?
If somebody offers you this fleshlight for one time use,
One time? Oh hell
just
no!
go with this fucking scenario.
That's a bad scenario.
Okay, if
Am I
somebody-
dying? Am I dying?
The point is, would you take something that's going to desensitize your ability to be pleased by a biological weapon?
That's a real question. Hold on. Let's
no, but he said one time.
Hold on. Let's expound.
Okay, fuck the one time.
Let's expound.
Just take it home with you.
Okay.
Because we got to add context to this.
Nigga, I don't want to be able to use it if I get
No,
on
like one time.
Hold on. I
gotta have a lifetime.
We need to add
With a
context. We need to add context.
Geek Squad.
Women's orgasms are elusive. Ours right now, shit. You give me some tap water and some soap. I'm like, I'm gonna make it happen.
But thing is, you still have to
make it happen.
But thing is, you still have to like kind of put yourself in that mindset to nut.
No, but you can get a nut. You can get a. You can. It may not
physical,
be the best.
Physical is such only 75% of the way, but that other 25 counts.
You can get a climax
for me to nut.
The thing is, you can get a nut.
Like
it may not be the
75%, but that other 25, I need that.
It may be.
The force is strong.
Hey, hold
Yeah,
on.
it is. It's for I got porno dick.
Hey, I got
Only
a
in your 30s can you make jokes like that and everybody not think the shit is weird.
I got a real good question, though.
I know what I'm capable of.
I got a real good
I'm
question.
a monster. I've been OnlyFans invited.
All right, let's not make. Now it's getting weird.
So I'm here to offend.
Oh, God.
Lord have mercy.
Like when y'all really think about this shit, how good is pussy?
I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. Okay, what's the context on why you asking?
Why are you asking this shit?
Where you going with this?
Because think about it. Think about it.
Well,
When you jacking off, how long you last?
But that depends.
Lately, I've been neglecting myself.
Ooh, you backed up, nigga.
Hey man,
That nigga got a cannon.
y'all need to take the guns out that nigga house.
But when I care, I care. When I care. You know. So
But
That nigga got to masturbate in front of a bucket.
But see, you know what's funny?
hey, I stand up and look in the mirror with that shit. And I'm like, yeah, nigga, you the man.
you better masturbate in front of the sink.
That's a tribute to how much we love women, man. We're willing to put in that work.
That is so weird.
Hey,
We're willing
so I'm gonna
we could have been done.
I'm gonna just say this.
This
I'm not gonna lie to you. This part probably not gonna make it online.
So weird.
No, this should. This is what makes it online. Fuck that shit. This is the real shit.
This shit got so weird.
No, first of all,
This shit got so weird.
that's life though.
Weird.
Yes.
Life is weird.
Why would you think life is not
We
weird?
should create an OnlyFans page and put this part on the OnlyFans
Okay, well, there
page.
you go. We'll do that. It's called Extras in the Night or some shit like that.
Extras in the night.
That was good.
We should call the extra sex.
This is the booby hour.
First of all, who brought up the fucking flashlight? Was it you? It was
This
that
is the
nigga.
booby hour.
That's not.
It was that nigga. That nigga's talking about artificial pussy.
Hold on. You're right. Let's go back to that.
Fucking automation pussy.
So the female nut is elusive.
Okay.
It's not like ours. Like we can get a subpar. There's tiers to our nut. They just want to get a nut. Like we can get a Tuesday night nut. They just want a nut. They want a lifetime nut. They want a monthly nut or whatever.
I always thought you meant Lifetime, like the channel.
No,
Probably that
I don't like
too.
that. That's a bad nut right there for me at least.
But they like it though. They
It's
like
a
that.
contentful nut.
They like that true crime nut shit. But like they like that. So, but nonetheless,
punish me.
Their nut is elusive. Ours is not. So when you talk about a fleshlight, you gotta say, okay, are you just getting a nut, or are you getting a lifetime nut? Are you getting a type of nut that's gonna shift your week, your month? You know what I'm saying? No, I'm saying like with a rose.
Woman, we talking about with a woman or a rose.
No, I'm talking about with a rose.
Okay.
From what I take with women and roses, they change their shit. They set their whole shit.
Yeah.
They make partner in their law firm.
I feel like if a woman uses a rose, she that consistent, she's already given up on what men can do for her. Because she's like
Sexually or otherwise?
Sexually.
A little bit of both.
A little bit of both. Like she don't trust him. She's
little
like,
bit of
you
both.
would never care about what I want. And you know what? It's her
little
fault.
bit of both.
Because she keep dating men who don't care about what she wants.
I thought
Because
that
you know what? That fat nigga,
That's
he
real
cares
talk.
about what you want, and you don't give a fuck.
And you don't give a fuck
You
about
mean like
this
the
shit, yeah,
episode of
'cause he fat.
Insecure? You know what episode I'm talking
First of all, help that
With
nigga
Lil
out.
Rel?
He
Lil
like
Rel.
cheeseburgers. Put that nigga on some salad and some quinoa. See, it's lazy
and I
hoes
don't
gonna realize that they bad
look,
people too.
I don't think a woman should settle. I just think a woman should settle in. I think a woman should understand.
Okay.
Does that make any sense?
Oh, here we go.
No, hold on.
Here we go.
Explain.
Settle
Explain.
in.
Let them explain.
Settle in.
I want to see where this road goes.
Let him
You
explain.
know early if you're Holly Berry. Or not.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
I get what he's saying.
So Holly Berry gets the A-Rods of the world, right? A-Rod was notorious. He was like a fucking dragon of running through the.
That nigga was a demon slayer. He was a vampire.
You know what I'm saying?
hunter
He
X.
was leaving flowers
Or D.
and trading cards and shit on the shit he slayed.
It's going
So-
down fast.
So you know
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
fucked that
saying?
too.
You know what you are. If you're not that, then settle in and curate your nut
What the
and curate your nut to that. If you got a taste for some, I like platinum dragon nuts. Only 2 roses at one time can make me nut. Well, you need to curate your nut.
Settle in.
What the fuck?
Talk about it. Let's talk about it.
I don't really know what you just said. To be honest with
Be
you,
real, somebody, that was rough.
That nigga said.
Let's talk about
that
it.
nigga said. That nigga said, "Bitch, you ain't Holly Berry. You better sit your ass."
This is how I look at it. Well, this is how I look at it. I feel like when it comes,
Do you qualify for a platinum dragon
Oh
nut?
my god!
What is there dragons involved? I'm so confused. Like, what does that
Because
mean?
dragons are rare and mystical.
What's the
It
tier? Is that like
doesn't
is that
mean
like
anything.
first class dick or
doesn't
like
mean
a
anything.
diamond dick?
No. It's just so we say okay.
shit.
So we kind of branched off of the Rose type conversation where the Rose does a bunch of actions. It heats and does that and twist and turn. It's twist like bop it. It's like bop it, twist it, turn it. It's all that shit. It do
Yo,
all
that was a good
shit.
game.
It do all that shit at once. It play surgery. It buzz music. It do all that shit at one time.
Bop it was sexual. Now look
So
at it.
if you want that outside of this equipment that you,
Bop it
that
was a
you
sexual
invest
game.
in and you pay for, you pay good money for a rose. If in the physical world you don't equate to that same type of investment, then cure back your expectations. Cure back your expectations on that. Anyway,
You cure back your
Yeah,
expectations
that's-
when
I don't know if cure is a word, but
if you
yeah.
invest in a bop it, why do I have to bring mine? Why do I
Yeah.
have to lower my
Bruh,
expectations back?
bruh,
when
it's
I
going
know-
downhill
It's
fast.
bad.
Bop it
Very
is
fast.
I had a
Just
bop it.
stop.
Fast
Just
as fuck.
stop.
And honestly, I don't know how I got here.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't know how I got
okay,
here.
everybody pause.
I don't do
Everybody
not know
pause.
how I got here.
Pause.
Pause.
All right.
10 years later.
Welcome to Talking in Tangents with your boy Anthony Truth Garrett. I am your host. I got my boys in the room coming to kick it. We kind of twisted. I mean, we're drunk. Now that other shit. Rodney ain't here anyway. But we got this
Rodney do
nigga.
that?
I don't care, nigga. We use our name. Use your fucking name. He doesn't have a nickname. He's not gonna go by that other motherfucker.
I'm gonna call myself Math until I figure out my wife is cool with the shit I say.
That nigga is
You
mad.
know what? The sad part is that's still kind
Give
of
me
your
a nickname.
initials.
Hey,
No. Here's the sad part. Like, if anybody did enough deductive reasoning and research to figure out, oh, this is his friend group.
Yeah.
That's him.
but we're gonna make them work.
Like if they're a Facebook friend, they're like, yeah, that's definitely who I think it
Give
is.
me a
People are
nickname,
weird.
please.
People are weird.
Anything, I'll take it. Please be nice.
We're just gonna call you Act.
What?
Kira, like you drive an Acura.
No.
Oh wait, I see why you. Sorry, that fat lame nigga from Jersey.
I didn't even think about him. God damn you!
I didn't think about it
I
either.
didn't think about that nigga.
I'm not thinking of nothing positive.
God damn.
Everything's funny. I'm sorry.
I want to
anything-
call him the engineer,
No.
but
Okay, I'll
that's
take
a little
it.
bit much. That
Man,
okay? He's pending. That nigga pending.
Yeah,
this
we'll-
one.
That's his name, Pending.
Pending.
All right, there we go.
Oh, that's a good one. Pending. That's a good one.
I'll take it. God damn.
Pending.
All right. Are you drunk? What was going on?
He is.
I mean, you know.
Oh, J5.
J5.
All right, there we go.
No.
Pimpin'
I thought you would want to do something different.
Yeah.
That's why. Okay, no problem.
Oh,
J5.
what?
I mean, he's
Wait,
out.
I gotta be something different now. Hold on.
You're J5. There we
Yeah,
go.
We're gonna
All
go
right.
J5. We're gonna go J5.
All right, yeah.
We gotta keep it moving.
Swing back around if you come up with something.
Yeah. My name is Anthony Truth Garrett, but you can just call me Truth. Let's keep it simple.
Call me the Colonel.
The Colonel. I'm
Hell
fucking with
no.
that.
The Colonel, huh?
Hell no.
I hope you get sued for about them herbs and spices from them generations of slaves that
And
you stole
then,
from.
and then it's gonna come out that he stole it from the black folks, and we gonna win.
I said slaves.
Either way, he win. But let's go.
That's true. Yo, I saw a line around the KFC. today, and I was like, what
why?
the fuck is happening?
Yeah, like, what's going on?
Y'all know there's a thing called Popeyes, right?
Exactly.
Where are we in?
Oh, sloppy chicken.
Watch 100 episodes from now. This episode is brought to you by Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Right.
All right, well, let's ask some real questions today. We're talking on tangents. You know, let's talk about some shit. So let's get a little kind of serious. When did you know you were black?
When
did you like young niggas black?
We want to start.
I'm not
going
going first on that one.
I mean,
You
can
go
do what
first.
you want.
I'll go first. My mom made it a note to pull me in on summer days to watch FloJo run. And that was the first moment I realized, like, I didn't realize maybe I'm black, like I'm whatever black means, but like I am of an exceptional group that is fighting for representation. Like that was a moment I realized, like, there's a difference in the world, like there's a difference in groups of people. And I remember those when the Olympics came to Atlanta in 96, and we were excelling in track and field. Every time there was a black person competing on the screen, my mom was like, "Hey, come inside! Stop shooting that basketball! Stop doing this! Stop playing kickball! Stop doing it! Come on!" Like we watch, and me and my brother we're loosely entertained by this shit, but we're like, "Yo, this is fascinating." We never see people on the screen like this being celebrated by all these different types of people or whatever. So that's probably the first time I realized I'm a minority, and that minority is being black. So
I don't think I ever, until it was time for me to like start going out in the world. That's when my folks told me. They was like, "Well, you know, you black, so you know, act accordingly." But that's it.
Mine's kind of similar to yours. I mean, it wasn't so much a speech as much as it was. Remember when Stonecrest was first built?
Yeah.
When Stonecrest was first built, it wasn't too long after where, you know, we was going there by ourselves. I wasn't there with y'all though. I was there literally by myself. I had to get something. Moms had dropped me off. You know, I was probably 13, 14, whatever. And I was walking around the store. Remember that shit, Journeys? Yeah. I was walking around there trying to like buy some shoes for fucking MLK. I think it was like my first or second year at MLK. Yeah. I was trying to buy some shoes, and I kept noticing it this, and this is horrible. I hate that this is my answer, but I kept looking over, noticing like this. It's like this Indian dude who you know, like the manager kept following me, and it was like everywhere I went, he was following me around. And then I finally walked up and I said, "Hey man, is everything okay?" He said, "Are you gonna buy those?" And that's when it dawned on me, because you know, like I had never really experienced it firsthand. And then I was like, "Oh shit, you really doing all this because I'm just a black kid in your store." And if you had known me, you would know I would never steal anything from anybody, except when me and you used to steal them. Me and him used to steal them demo games. We did used to steal.
Never stole.
We made it a whole fight.
Marcus made me steal.
Well, there's my nom de plume. Shit. So.
Hey, remember the permanent record?
No, you good, man.
Permanent record.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, it was fourth grade. Okay. I think for me, it was like fourth grade. Now this is the first time. Like, it wasn't the first time I had a white teacher, but it was the first time I had like white.
That's a different question. Like, are y'all asking when?
Like
when
I'm
did you go out in the world? When did you go out in the world and somebody treated you like you?
No,
was black?
like when did you come? Yeah, what I'm saying is when did you come to the understanding that you are a black person?
Right,
and you have to operate differently.
Like you had to operate like things like you were seen differently from the rest of the world. Now also it can still be a culture thing. Like Mike said, his mama was like, I brought like when the Olympics was here, she was like, "Look, I want you to see these black people exceed and show."
And she didn't say it like she just.
And she didn't say anything. I just want you to see it,
but it was implied.
It was like
I was watching the 96
45 minutes. You know, and Olympics move slow, so it was like
45
minutes.
I had the biggest crush on Dominique Dawes from the 96 Olympics.
Bro,
that was the Booski Woo.
Yeah,
okay.
Back in the day. But for me, it was fourth grade, and what was the lady's name? Mrs. Thomas' class, and it was the first time I had white students. I've always had white teachers, like my first grade teacher, third grade teacher, and then my fourth grade teacher, and also my fourth grade science teacher and fifth grade teacher. To be honest, were all like that was all white, but it was the first time with her that we had like white kids in the class, and I saw how she would speak to them versus how she spoke to us, and it wasn't necessarily a less aggressive thing, but it was just different language. It was just different things she allowed them to do or spoke to them. Like, we found out that the white kids were hanging out with each other.
Okay.
Where there were never any black kids. So it was like they would invite each other to hang out.
It was like subvert segregation.
Like, it was like they never invited nobody else. I remember one time I was talking with two of the kids in the classroom. There was a pair of twins. I think it was Kevin and Russell, if I remember correctly. And it was, I think it was Russell. He was like, rap is nothing but people just talking over a beat. It's not even real music. And I was like, you guys aren't.
Is this when you went to McNair?
No, this is when I was Clifton Elementary. It's Barack Obama Magnet School now.
Yeah.
Really?
But but when I was a kid, it was Clifton Elementary, and I went there, and I remember that
It's
happened.
the upper school. That was the upper.
Like, it was a magnet school.
Yeah, it was a big school.
So I just remember that, and I'm just like, wow, you don't see any accomplishment that we've done as a real accomplishment. And it's funny, as an adult now, especially as in his 30s, a black man in his 30s, just a little bit not. Right there. In his 30s, I'm like, wow. I remember growing up with this and not looking at it as a big deal, but I'm like, wow, this is really a fucking big deal.
I mean, the first time I ever was treated like I was black, I was a little boy, and we went to these damn pioneer towns or some shit with like kids are kids or some shit.
Yeah.
And
Pioneer towns.
something had went missing.
You picked some cotton?
No.
Oh, okay.
But I remember them field trips though. Those pilgrim towns. You like, what the fuck are we? Well, we rode 30 minutes and we in a pilgrim town. What the fuck?
Something had went missing. And then they got them pulled all the little black kids to the side and next us. Like, you ain't seeing it. Like, no, we ain't seeing it. Little white boy then stole that shit.
Yeah.
And they don't apologize after they realize it's one of their own.
No. You ever...
No.
How do I say this?
But they had separated us into like groups. Like, oh, we know the black ones that stole it. We know it was one of them.
It got to be. Like, who has a reason to do it?
I mean, do you find yourself, and now that you're an adult, feeling like you're at the behest of the expectations of non-black people to some degree? Like, okay,
Hell
for instance, like things that, all right, when I was in the military, it would agitate me with the hair dress and appearance standards, because it was like, okay, well, your hair can't be like more than 2 inches in bulk, and for females, it's like it can't go below the collar and all this other stuff. And on paper, it seems harmless, but when you try to put it in practice, especially for a lot of our women, it's just like it don't fit. Especially for them, it don't fit. Yeah. And you be like, this, you do realize like this flat standard doesn't adhere to the way the majority of black people's hair grows out of their head. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not a thing. And then when you bring that up, like, of course, the first thing that white people do in the military, who are, I guess you could say, they cool with the dress and appearance standard the way it is because it don't affect them that way, is roll their eyes. And it's like, but if you had an issue, like say if this person was Polish, I'm just picking something, like it was Polish, and there was something that was going on that, infringed upon whatever beliefs you have as a Polish man, you want everybody to take it seriously. It's like, why is, it's like, come on, man.
I see it from both ways, if I'm being honest.
Okay.
Like, yeah, I don't think anybody should be able to tell anybody how they should look. But at the same time, like, I'm not going to trust a nigga with fucking vampire teeth and shit to sell me
nigga.
car insurance. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not That's not the dude I'm looking for. I'm looking for the guy with the tie and everything.
No, I got you. But I'm saying is that professionalism can look a little bit different. It's not quite as rigid as people. Okay, for instance, you go to that same car dealership. You said because a nigga with fangs and whatever, because people was doing that shit for a minute. But you go to the car dealership and you see a dude with a suit and a tie, you know, keeps his facial hair clean if he has any at all, and he has dreads, but he keeps the dreads nice and neat. At that point, does the fact that he has dreads make you feel like he's not professional?
No.
Okay, that's my point. That's my only point. Really, it's just like.
I mean, when it get down to like body, like when it get down to like hair and everything, like what you were saying.
Yeah.
When it get down to hair and everything, yeah, I get it. Like, this is my hair. I can wear it however I want to wear it.
Yeah, it's like, you know, if your shit look like you ain't
but
taking care of it, you know what I'm saying? And that's any haircut, no matter how your hair grow out your head. If it look like you ain't taking care of it, then yeah, you're going to be deeming that shit unprofessional. That's just how it goes. But like, if somebody clearly takes, you know, care of their hygiene and they do the best they can to present themselves well to do whatever their job and their task is, it's just it just bothers me. Like, a lot of times it's like, no facial hair. You can't wear your hair this way. You can't wear your hair that way because this is not quote unquote professional.
Right.
And it's like, yeah, but you don't realize you're giving a bird to a lot of people's cultures.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, that's like telling somebody with a turban, yo, that shit's not professional. Who the fuck are you to tell him that's not professional?
Right.
Yeah.
So that being said, like, it's just us being black men.
Yeah.
Like, so it's like us realizing that we are black. With our blackness, how often have you been fetishized of your blackness? I'm not even talking about just
Me never.
I'm just talking about not
Well,
even
no,
talking
that's not
about
true.
If you
sexually.
think about it,
That's not
think
true.
about it. Yeah.
But if you think about it, I've been sexualized like multiple times, and not just from white women, white men. I get
What?
sexualized. Yeah.
Okay. Proceed.
So like, so on a women on a
I had to take it in for a second. I'm
He's
sorry.
like, what? And they goes, what?
Oh,
No,
hey.
so from a woman aspect, I was I was shooting at this talent show down in Florida, and it was a Christian talent show, and I was wearing my Converse. I wear a size 15, you know, just a regular size 15 medium, and I was walking up and down, and my job was to take pictures at the showcases, and while taking pictures, or in the line, I'm talking to one of the young white ladies, and she's talking to me this and that, and then she looks down at my feet and said, "Oh my God, what size shoe did you wear?" And I'm like, fuck. Because that's what I'm thinking. Because I've already dealt with the Titanic, man. Your dick must knock down trees. All types of shit has been said to me. Mm-hmm. So she goes, "Oh my God." She's like, "What's up?" I'm like, wow. Okay. And then I'm just like, and I'm walking away like, this is not going to end well. So that same day, I go to the fucking lunchroom, and all the young white girls are sitting at the same table. And I mean at the same fucking table. And I'm getting my food. And usually I don't sit with them. They're young, but I want to talk with my niggas sometimes. Yeah. But my niggas wasn't there.
Right.
And they was like, "Anthony, come sit with us." I was like, oh, somebody said something to somebody. Man, I go sit over there. I said, "Hello, white ladies." I didn't say that.
I hope you didn't say that shit.
I wish you would.
Cut the scene.
I wish I would have.
Cut the scene. This nigga's in the HR office.
I still would have got paid.
Mr. Gary, have you lost your goddamn?
I'm like, what did I say that was wrong? I pointed out a very obvious. Anyway, so they were just talking to me and said, "So, you wear a size 15 shoe?" And I'm like, really? This is like we're a Christian talent show. And it's a legit Christian talent show. Like, these niggas be having Bible study, prayer rooms,
like,
when niggas come together and pray for hours. I don't know how you pray that long, by the way. But let me finish. So these motherfuckers is talking to me, asking me questions. So one girl's literally moving her hands back and forth. Like, tell me when to stop. Tell me when to stop, so she can get.
Are you for real?
I do. I am dead fucking that. I will put that on anything that you believe in that will make you believe me. like, dude, that's an honest guy. That's what fucking happened. And I mean, this happened. This type of harassment happened for the week. And I gotta admit, the two biggest white bitches were the most aggressive ones. Like, If you want to fuck,
yeah, them niggas is real.
like if you want to fuck, I'll fuck you. And I'm like,
bitches
no, you're not even the best looking white
yeah.
girls. I want the white. If I'm gonna fuck a white girl, I'm gonna fuck the white girl I want to.
Can
fuck.
I ask a question?
Go ahead.
This is a little off the topic, but I gotta ask. What is it about? What is it about like when you in your prime? The girls that always seek you out is the one that's a little bit,
Not what you want.
That's another way of saying it. When I was fit as fuck, it was always a girl who outweighed me by like 40 pounds who was like, yo, what you trying to do with that? Like, yo,
I had a girl with no bottom teeth trying to holler at me when I was 27.
Yo, that might have been the move though. Yeah.
For real.
That might have been the move. At least for the day.
No.
You didn't have to share.
Her name was
share it, but
and like I didn't find her attractive. She was cool, but she was like, I want to take you out on a date. I'm from like she tattooed on her back Youngtown's finest.
Ohio.
Yo, I had something else to say after that, but I don't need to say nothing after what this nigga just said.
Yep,
The nigga said Youngtown, Ohio.
That's like having a tattoo that says "Welcome to Saskatchewan." You know what I'm saying? Like,
You're here.
Y'all remember the stripper that used to work out at LA Fitness? What was her tattoo?
oh, with the one with the
one with
Butler's Finest or something like that.
Fluffy cheeks.
Nah, she was a
No, we saw her the first time we saw her
She had
at
Boomers.
Boomers.
Yeah, and then her husband.
And her husband ended up being cool as fuck.
Yeah,
and you
he
could
was a
tell
real
there
ass
was,
nigga, like-
but you could tell there was like beef. There was like real beef between the two of them. Like,
Well, she was stupid.
She was,
She wasn't smart.
bro.
yeah, I ain't gonna.
And if
say
she was, she
I ain't
hid
saying
that shit.
Justice said she had a mush mouth. Excuse me. We'll have to edit it.
She had a yuckleberry.
She had. She smoked with cigarettes.
Yuckle.
I don't even remember that.
You don't remember?
You remember Fluffy Cheeks?
You remember we went to Boomers? Whose birthday was it? Was it mine?
Nah, the only thing
No,
was a birthday.
it wasn't nobody's birthday.
Yo, Boomers wasn't birthday
No,
material.
no. Literally, we was at I don't know whose basement we were in, but then all I know is Thomas came in the room and was like, "Yo, Boomers is 18 and up. Let's go."
Right.
Thomas.
I remember that shit.
Motherfucker,
I do remember that.
Hey,
Oh
yo,
my
hey,
god.
Thomas was the most nigga that was not a nigga.
Nigga you ever seen in your life.
I've been out, nigga, but I won't be out, nigga, again.
Yeah.
Not ever since that nigga.
But you know
ever
what
since that
Boomers
nigga
was?
niggered me.
Living in Atlanta, we didn't realize how whack Boomers was until because
we ain't been in no real strip club.
You was the oldest, with the exception of Rodney, but Rodney was in the military at the time.
And
So
other
when Ant yes, and that's not my story to tell. But when Ant
Everybody knows.
Ant came and he was like, "Yo, I'm gonna take y'all to the strip club." And the only, the thing I had ever the reference to was Boomers and them parties Ant would take me to.
Yeah, I did take out to some stripper parties.
Yeah, them parties was wild.
I remember the sushi party.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Was that sushi? It was a sushi.
I didn't do no sushi.
What did she have in
appreciate
her?
you for those
remember-
experiences.
Not in her.
Wait, don't you looking at me? I was not there.
Did
Baby,
eat
if
off
you
her?
listen to this, I swear to God, I wasn't there.
Nah, I did suck whipped cream off a girl titty one
Yeah,
time.
what was that?
Nah,
She had
that's
something.
light.
That was at
That's
another
light.
party.
Okay. She had like fruit, or was it like fruit basket?
Nigga, that's
No.
when we was in the back.
Yeah, because I was standing next to you. You remember the girl set up that table?
Behind that Walmart.
Yeah, the table.
I was standing
Behind
next.
that
I was at the
and
table.
when we was going back then, I was like, nigga, his house is back here.
Bro, I was standing next to
Exactly.
J5, and them girls propped up a table, and I said, "What, they playing beer pong?" And they took their clothes. I said, "Oh,
Dude, there was a girl who was fucking on one of those Corona bottles and was shooting juice out of her pussy.
yeah, I remember
my
seeing that."
God.
I was like, that's not attractive.
That was on Flow Rider.
I'm trying to
days.
figure out what niggas like wants to pay to see that. That's not attractive.
You remember
to me.
Doc Jock's face?
Oh,
Anytime.
Lord. What are you talking about?
What?
Nigga,
Yeah.
hold on. A bitch shooting juice.
Yeah,
It was like in one of those Sprite bottles.
I think it was lemon juice, right?
Oh, I remember.
Yeah.
right.
I'm not gonna lie.
And see, like, all y'all niggas better pay me before I do it.
Bruh, I
If-
remember. And then after
if
she did that
that
shit, everybody covered their drink and they left.
If that was,
Man,
that was my
nigga,
house,
they had the carpet clean that motherfucker afterwards, man. That's
if
no
that
way.
was my house, if that was my house, I'm finna punch that bitch.
Hey,
Nigga, and you think about it, this
On my
was
carpet?
long before Airbnb. How was
On
they
my
even
carpet?
getting them houses, bro? Like, Them houses was empty as fuck.
Nigga,
remember?
hey.
Well, they knew the people, man.
Yeah.
Oh, is that how that was?
Yeah.
Nigga done been around
Like
long
I've been in
before
some. They knew the
Airbnb.
people. Like some of them dudes. Like one, like the last stripper party. I think I invited y'all to. I don't know if y'all went, but that was at a dude who was trying to get into porn. Like he had some bad bitch.
Yeah, I remember that. Well,
Yes.
he kind of got. He got
I don't know if he
into it.
did.
Is that the dude that got arrested on the news?
He probably did.
He probably did.
The last man or
They
something
called.
like that?
He called himself. He tried to call himself the Elephant Man.
Oh, hey, no lie. I ran into like a real male porn star.
I mean, I know too.
I can't remember his name.
In the artist community, there's plenty. There's like plenty of dudes that they got OnlyFans.
Hold on.
Tell you that.
I want to know. I want to hear what this encounter was like.
I can't remember his name, but he was like, "Yeah, I do porn." I was like, "What?" He was like, "Yeah, I do it."
Like regular porn, or
Regular porn.
like you gotta
That
earn
nigga
it.
showed me videos of him fucking bitch.
How it make you feel?
I was like,
I would have been weird if you standing right there showing me that. And
I'm like, hey,
especially
bro,
I don't know, like, bro.
I told you I ain't got no
like
loose
porn
change.
star bitch.
You say ain't got no loose change.
Yeah, I feel like that's a Walmart interaction. That's like a walking out of Walmart interaction. Hey, look, watch my videos. I gotta go. I got a meeting.
I was at a
Like,
fucking-
what is?
I was at a
Oh shit! I
fucking,
left my debit
bowling-
card at the house.
I was at a bowling alley. Probably.
Weird.
Bowling alley. This is in the Ville or this is up here?
Up here.
That sound like some up here shit. That don't sound like something that would
He
happen.
just
in the
like
Ville.
straight up told you. Like I feel like a male porn star would keep that on the L to a nigga a little bit more than he would a woman.
They trying to get views.
I guess you're right.
It's weird because like that whole Instagram thought trapping shit. It's like you can't transition that shit into manhood. It's hard. Yeah.
No.
Come look at my nipple meat. Like what are we doing? Hold on. You
like
trying to sell
nipple meat.
sneakers off your nipple meat? What are we doing?
You talking about the girls?
I'm talking about just thirst trapping, like in general.
Thirst trapping don't have the same
If
effect.
you fall for it, you fall for it. In my opinion, because you know this thirst trapping at this point.
I just don't understand
Yeah,
the
but
guys.
like, how does it work? Flip side, like
I don't-
if a male entertainer is trying to like women, they earn double money. They earn money off of women who wish they looked like them and men who want to fuck them.
Right.
You
So
know?
why would
so
you
if
not?
a male porn star was trying to thirst trap, it's like, bro, what are you trying to what are you doing?
Well, here's the thing: if you a male porn star and say you want a male porn star that be posting jack off videos, just realize there's gonna be a few gay niggas looking at your
I'm
jack
sure
off
they.
video.
I'm sure they do, but I'm sure they don't care at the same time.
And you need to understand that it's about you got about 40 gay subscribers watching you milk it and whatever the fuck words
Jesus.
whatever fucking words you want to
Lord,
use
Jesus Lord.
to describe you busting
Christ.
the nut on your OnlyFans.
I don't.
I told you I know male porn stars. Like
I mean, I
And
know
so
you.
they got to be okay with it. You're right. Like there's a part. It's
Like I was saying, I've been
it's
seeing.
par
I
for
know
course.
people and seen them and seen the video fucking a girl that I fucked before, and I'm like, damn, you fucked her too? Because she was a little. She got her OnlyFans too. Let's say that, and she got 2 boyfriends, and she still want to fuck.
I'm not meant to live in this time.
You're not.
You're not.
You're not.
You're not.
I'm a
None
simple
of us
man.
are.
Yeah.
But,
No, but out of all of us, it's really me. I'm not meant for this time. I'm really not.
Yeah, like if you went back to about 75, you probably catch AIDS. But you,
No, I don't know. I guess I
how
hate.
did you go cook this cornbread, bitch? You better get your ass back in the kitchen.
But this ain't about
Yeah,
me.
this
This
is
ain't
life.
about my perspective on that. I mean, question was like when we realized
back on topic.
we was.
No, well, I was talking about when we realized we moved from.
But I
that
don't think I
to
don't.
fetishize. But you
Okay, so-
but you had to go back.
Okay, so for fetishizing, I think it's only happened maybe once or twice. Once you were there for it.
Where were we at?
We went to Club Europe.
Okay, that counts. I mean, we
You
were.
remember that?
We were.
Yeah, I
we were
remember-
where
I
we
remember
were
that.
though.
I remember.
I was
Europe.
there. I was dancing with these 2 white chicks. They was cool. I just didn't know it was like going that direction, and they both like raped me. I don't know how to put it. Like they turned around and both grabbed me and kissed me at the same time. I couldn't even kiss back because I was so like thrown off by the interaction. And they walked off, and then it was like one other time. I don't think it was because I was black though, but it was like one other time I was working at the company I work for now, and she ironically was, I don't know what she was European. I don't know exactly what. I could tell she was born in Europe, and she would like always squeeze my shoulders and stuff like that, and she would never say anything, but like it was very overt. I was afraid to tell my wife because I was like, man, you don't know. My wife will kill the shit out of
You
you.
trying to
Like,
cause a murder at the Christmas party?
she gone now. She done left the company years ago. But I'm just saying, I was like,
Listen.
I was like, I can't go tell nobody because, first of all, as a man, if I go tell a human resources that the semi-attractive European woman is always touching on me, they go like, yo, bitch ass. That's the first thing.
Have fun.
That's the first thing.
I done been sexually harassed at the job by a woman before. Like,
yeah,
actually multiple times.
Yeah, but but come on, man. You know as well as I do. Nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah, Esquire boy. I'm talking about
nobody gives a fuck as
like three different women.
When you a man, nobody cares.
Yeah,
exactly.
Nobody cares. So it's like, no,
frankly, let's cut it all the way down.
And then if I go home and tell my wife, I know how my wife is. She gonna literally be like, she gonna call me and be like, yo, did she do the shit again? In which case, either I'm gonna lie for the sake of keeping the peace, or if I tell her the truth, she literally pulling up at the Cobalt at the time with Phil, and it's like, yo, bitch, like, you know what I'm saying? And
I'm taking off my earrings.
I've been taking a karate class at the Kmart. I'm finna whoop your ass.
Better whoop your ass. Better beat you.
But no, nobody cares. Nobody gives a fuck when you a man.
Yeah, don't nobody give a fuck how you feel.
It has to be very overt for somebody to care. It has to be like she reached in your pants and tried to grab your shit.
Honestly, we can't be recorded and not talk about it. Like, so the reason is why rape is fun for us and not for
Wow. Wow.
I'm crossing my arms.
Let's talk about it. Cancel hour.
Hold on. What you mean rape is fun? I don't think rape is fun because
for us. No. Hold on. Talk about it. When I said
what
that,
do you mean to say is why rape?
Yeah, we need some context.
Hold on. We need context. What I was saying, rape culture. So the idea of him being sexually harassed at work is funny. On the man's side,
you're saying rape culture.
Hold on. Thank you, world, for giving me context. It's funny on his side because it's just like, hey, she squeezed my shoulders and
No, I had my ass slapped.
You had your ass slapped.
Oh, I had a couple of those too.
We've all been advanced. We've all been advanced on, but the other side, if a woman was advanced on the same point, if a woman's shoulders were squeezed by her boss, that could give her or deny her the promotion, he could force himself on her to where it wouldn't happen on us. And that's what I mean by that's funny on our end.
Oh, because it's because we're stronger, dude.
It's all because we're stronger. And I hate that I have to say that, but that's what it is.
It's fucked up.
It is.
I don't think it's because I'm stronger. I think it's because I already know what's going to happen.
It's because
it's like why they say some women don't report rape. They're like, I already know what's gonna happen.
It's because
so I guess
that's why cancel
and now
culture
truth
exists.
is canceled.
Yeah.
I'm playing.
It is what it is. Like people can get mad. Nobody's canceled. Lucy K came back. Come on.
We don't. We have to be on to be canceled.
Honestly, but Lucy K is funny. I'm barely funny. Like, Lucy
K is funny. How you gonna counsel somebody who don't have anything right now?
No.
But that's what I'm saying. You have to be on to be canceled.
You got to be somebody.
Hannibal
y'all
Buress
think
took
that
down Bill Cosby,
and y'all exactly. Thank you.
But Hannibal Buress had a lot fucking more than we did.
Hannibal Buress made his masters.
So now we're talking about cancel culture.
Oh shit, we can take down Bill Cosby.
Let's talk about unconditional cancel culture.
Wait, I thought it said unconditional love. Wait,
no, let's talk about fuck love. Unconditional cancel culture. You can be canceled before you got shit.
Are you canceling Joe Rogan?
Am I canceling Joe Rogan? I don't give a fuck about Joe Rogan
anymore.
No, period. I never have.
Oh,
as a person, I don't. No. Hold on. I was a fan of his platform.
Yeah,
I've always been a fan of his platform, and 99.9% of people who never met him are a fan of his platform. They're a fan of a person who has a platform who puts a diverse diaspora of voices on.
Okay,
they don't know. I don't know. He's a bald-headed white dude. I don't know this dude.
Hey man,
we don't know. We don't know.
I mean, it's fair.
Now, I will say this.
I'm not trying to make you beholden to him. I'm just asking. You know,
but it's a fantastic question, and that's a question I want everybody who ready to cancel a voice that provides a platform talk about it. Like, what are you doing?
I'll tell you this, bro. Like, the shit was said a long time ago.
A long time ago.
I didn't actually.
And ain't nobody said nothing then.
But now
that what he is right now in talking to the people that he's talking to right now.
About what he's talking about, too.
About whatever they're talking about. It's like, all right, now they want to shut him up and everything. And I'm not even a fucking, Joe Rogan like fan. Like,
yeah, I'm not a stan of him. Although I've been a long time fan of what he's built. I've been a fan of that platform.
He's talking to different people. He's talking to people with different opinions, and that makes that difference to me.
I mean, here's the thing. Y'all know I'm not really easily offended too much. I don't really too much get into like social, the social conversations and things. No, go ahead. So what was you gonna say?
I do feel like we in a fucked up position because it's like, damn, we really can't let my boy get
off on that. No, and
we really can't.
Okay,
let my boy
hold on. That's how I feel about the shit. Like, I actually am a fan of him. I really looked at Joe Rogan differently because, and I still do to some extent. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I don't, because like it would annoy me listen to people who are so far left say some shit without you use the word all the time.
Nuance?
Yes.
And I'm Captain Nuance.
And it would bother me when I hear people on the far right
Matter of fact, that's my nickname. I'm Captain Nuance.
Just Nuance. Don't do Captain.
No, I'm Captain Nuance, motherfucker.
I'm not calling you that.
I know you're not.
Get a girl. She can call you that shit.
I'm joking.
But like,
Mr. Nuance is fine.
But I'll call you that. But like, no, like,
you could have been a doctor, nigga.
Dr. Nuance. That sounds like a real comic book villain. Dr. Nuance.
I gotta save my life. I don't know.
But like, that's a lot of responsibility. It bothered me. It bothered me when people on the right would say shit without any nuance as well. That's what I loved about Joe Rogan. It was okay. I felt like he made it okay for most people to finally put down their ego and say, you know what, I just don't know. A lot of us stand on the side of trying to be right so much and saying like we know some shit when we don't. And I thought he was cool that he made it like it's okay not to know. You know what I'm saying? That's the greatest. I felt like that was the greatest takeaway from his podcast. Is that he made it okay not to know, but you were interested enough to find out from somebody who was educated on the subject.
I love Joe Rogan.
I do.
Platform.
And the thing is, I still do.
Know what else to do.
I still do. But you know what? Because I thought I had heard some of the shit that he said until my wife played the video of where he said, like, we in the fucking jungle and we was talking about, which I could get past that part. And then he was talking about how black people behave in movie theaters, which I ain't gonna lie, we do, but motherfucker, you don't say it. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the thing, I have no problem with white people saying some shit that everybody already know. And we know that black people.
It was the Planet of the Apes shit for me. That was like that part was hard for me, and it takes a lot for me to be like.
He knew in real time that shit.
The Rock moon walked on his ass. He was like, "Ooh, yeah, not. I'm sorry, Joe. That's not my nigga."
Like, but I mean, like, I'm more hurt by it than I am like mad about it. I just need a little bit of space from listening to his podcast. I'm not necessarily canceling it forever. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I am, but I do need some space from it because that shit was wild.
I ain't listened to him in a while.
Me neither. And I've talked to y'all over years of listening to him.
Right.
My reserves on his outlook. Right. He's a Boston white man. And that's the thing. And this is what I want. I feel like this. This is why I want to cancel culture, because I feel like the idea that he's a Boston bald-headed white man who moved out to LA in his teen years. We need to bring back and glorify nuance and embrace the process, right? I'm not saying not hold people accountable. Hold people accountable, especially these white niggas. White niggas crazy. These niggas is crazy. We need to hold people accountable, but we also need to apply nuance. This is why. Because we're trying to learn how to be better. We're not trying to learn how to be right. Yeah. We're not, like, right now, if Russia invaded, are we going to say, I'm righteous, don't shoot me? No, we're going to say, I know how to defend myself.
You know, I brought this
That's a hope. That's a hope, at least.
I brought this subject up. I know it's not a subject on the board. I know that.
Gonna be some refugees.
But I'm gonna say this, and I meant it when I said it. America as it stands now, if you were to go off like what you see, it ain't all of us. It's not. I'm not saying it's all of us. A lot of us is too pussy to be in a war, let alone World War III.
Right.
You got motherfuckers out here with orange and green hair talking about their feelings and on Instagram every day. You know what I mean?
Saying Lady Gaga is their hero.
Arguing pronouns. You not the one on the front line that's, bruh, you not, I'm sorry. I don't mean that against
me, I'ma hit him.
I'm not saying that the causes you fight for ain't important. I'm just saying that, my fan, you not going to make it on the front lines against fucking Mother Russia.
Listen, man.
What are you eating?
Tyler, the creator.
All in the microphone.
Tyler, the creator, will whoop a nigga ass.
All day. Tyler will shoot somebody dead all day.
You know what?
And make a joke about it on Twitter.
But that's how I can tell you and me are not talking about the same person.
Caps.
We are not talking about the same person.
No,
bro.
yeah.
Not really.
Listen. If Russia invaded tomorrow, and we had a conversation about this.
I mean,
if Russia invaded tomorrow, they can invade all the she, him, she, her, him, she's, and they gonna have guns. All of them. Every nigga got a gun in this country, and so this idea of
you sound like Lil Wayne just now. You catch that?
This idea of cancel culture and PC ideology, it's a ploy. It's performative empathy. That's what it really is, and I think we talked about this on a previous thing. Like, it's performative empathy. Like, everybody pretending to give a fuck, and they really, like, when it come down to the brass tacks, you need to learn the brass skills.
I mean,
can you really hunt? Can you cook? Can you provide? You know, like
they might really give a fuck, but they just not willing to put in the work.
What you mean?
Yeah,
like
what do you mean by that?
like they might really give a fuck about how this is viewed, how I don't know exactly how to explain it, but like they might really give a fuck, but just don't know how to put it.
They don't know how to articulate it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Do they have an invested fuck? You know, do they have an invested fuck that they give? Like,
they do.
And we're seeing that with the Ukraine and Russia, where we're seeing a lot of invested motherfuckers caring. Like, we're seeing a lot of banners and shit.
Right,
you write down 85
I mean,
right
to turn off your stream of revenue from a whole country shows that you do care. I will say that.
So it's like how McDonald's be like, it's 100% beef patty. And you just go there and buy that shit and be like, yeah, it's 100% beef patty.
You trusting that brand.
You don't know.
Right, you trusting that brand.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
I think
yeah.
I mean, if we're talking about the Russia situation, it's just like, I think we all care. I mean, let's be real. I think a lot of us care because in part we do care about what's happening to Ukrainian people. I mean, as a father, I'm not gonna sit here and act like
I do
turning on the TV and seeing you bomb like maternity hospitals and kill children. That, oh man, that's like out of all of it, that's the thing that makes me the most sick. I think that's probably,
and it's wild. It's wild to think about like a war right now. Like war in 2022. It's like, what are you doing?
A world war, which is what we could be on the precipice of. And that's the part I was getting to, was just like, we care, but I think a lot of us care because we don't want to see that happen. We don't want to have to live through a time.
Yeah, I know. That was fun.
I think something is burning. We don't want to live through a time where we have to manage ourselves and deal with the fear of a potential world war and what that shit could mean. You know what I mean? Right. Like, could you imagine going to bed? Now, do I think that's us? No. But could you imagine going to bed at night for however long this thing will last, wondering, yo, is today the day that Putin loses his mind and pushes the red button? Is this the day that fucking Kim Jong-un decides he gonna do some stupid shit and launch something off on the Japan? You know, like, that's some scary shit to think about.
But see that all boils down to like human beings. Like, we think we so far advanced, but we not.
Not really, because look where we are now. We having the same conversation they was having in the 40s.
We not.
Okay, that's a great segue.
Oh yeah, we off topic.
No, we're not. We're right on time. We tangenting on time. It's prayer begging, right? So if we as humans, if we know better,
That's the next subject, by the way.
it's the next subject. It's prayer begging. Like we've been down this road before, right? Yeah, history has shown us this 1,000 times over. We've seen plenty empires born and killed by this same bullshit. The world is comfortable. The world is at a truce right now. The world's sharing resources, but we got one world power that's just like, nah, it's not enough to shake up. And they got enough allies who are uncomfortable enough to shake up that comfort, right? All right, so now those people, the people of Ukraine, are praying right now. Is that begging?
I don't think it's begging. I think it's a funny joke, but I don't think it's begging. It's not excuse me. It's not it's more of a mantra. It's more of a
So mantra. What do you mean by mantra? Like what is a mantra?
Like this is what I'm finna do.
Mm-hmm. So it's a repetitive, like kind of sayings, it's like a meditative thing. Like this is what I'm about to do. Yeah.
This is what I'm about to do, and it puts your mind into that set like, all right, I didn't pray for this, I didn't did this, and when you get it, it's like I'm blessed because it's like I prayed for it. I prayed for it. I put myself in the mindset to do it, and then I got it, so I'm blessed. And or I prayed for it, put it in my mind to do it. I failed. Either way it goes, it's a lesson to be learned. So it's a mindset of like, it's like downset hut.
I get it. It's prepping you for the thing.
Yeah,
I got it.
Yeah,
I get it. That makes
I don't know. So there's a piece of it though where you'll have with the Ukraine and Russia thing, since we're on that topic, where it's just like there's a lot of geopolitics that could have led Russia away from invasion, but then there's a lot of like financial ploys that would say, nah, this is the way to move. Right now, America is in a political tizzy, is in a political uproar to where they don't know which way. They really don't support the liberal candidate they have in. They're you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
here's what I would say is, all right, Russia as a country is gonna be broke as fuck from this.
Oh, they were really technically broke before this war, but now they really
I didn't
They're gonna be broke
that.
as fuck.
Yeah, they were technically broke because they just didn't. They isolate themselves. They financially isolate themselves. Their resources were limited to oil and a few other resources.
What do you think he is fighting for?
That's a good question. That's a fucking.
You're
good
looking
question.
at me asking that question. Do you actually want me to answer it, or is that just
Answer that question.
Just anybody.
Anybody.
Yeah.
Like, but real
What do
talk.
you think he fighting for?
okay? If I'm looking at it, all right. If I'm looking at the map that he sits on, I'm thinking he's fighting for a country that is going to help enrich his country just through their own infrastructure and exports and whatnot. But also because if you look at where it is on the map, Ukraine, I mean, it's almost like a direct pipeline from Eastern Europe to West. Yeah, it's Eastern Europe to what? That's exactly what I was going to say. That's what I would say. I mean, but I think he's just trying to. I think the country of Georgia is next. If he was to be successful,
fair guess.
If he was successful in Ukraine, and I am not a political science major graduate by any means whatsoever, just some ordinary guy looking at a map and looking at news and looking at a little bit of history, and I'm like, I think he's gonna go after the country of Georgia next. That's just a thought. Part of me is also wondering if listen, I understand that the country is corrupt. I understand that the country is got their problems, and Putin has made some really interestingly bad decisions for his country. But I also believe you have to know, just even if you just observe how we conducted ourselves in the Middle East, you have to have some form of scope of understanding where our military might is. As just the United States, this doesn't even include the remainder of the United Nations. So where I'm getting at is, I'm wondering if he is suppressing his military might in Ukraine, to be honest, and I'm wondering if he actually really wants this fight with the United States, and he's like poking the bear, almost like that "I'm not touching you" thing,
right?
But like you know what I'm saying? I ain't touching you, but I'm fucking with you as much as I can to get you to do something first, so it can justify me doing whatever the case may be. And then, of course, on the back end of that, you got to worry about China, North Korea, Iran. Apparently, India is an ally of Russia. I didn't even realize that. That was new to me when I found that out. But
yeah, Indians need a lot of help.
And Saudi Arabia,
Saudi Arabia,
they stopped picking up the phone apparently, and they don't want to extend their oil reserves to us at a different discounted price. So it's kind of like the bully is his card is being called right now.
Who?
The West, us.
No.
I feel like Putin,
really.
I feel like honestly, this is what I think. I think Putin is crazy. I think Putin is sick right now.
Putin is crazy.
I think he's sick right now. But I also think he is betting on not fool's gold. He's calling the world's card. He's saying, "Hey, how much do you fear them?" Right now, they got we've seen, and a part of our doing is we brung up their political system. We brung it up in an uproar. They are doubting their
Can I say one thing? If China, just China, I'm doing the Trump hand for some reason. Just China.
That's wild.
Decides they're not getting involved in all the other countries that were aforementioned named, all the militaries are motherfucking lunch meat, bro. Without China, North Korea ain't shit. India ain't shit.
Yeah.
All those other countries' militaries I named, with the exception of China, are fucking lunch meat, and they know it. Because even if you took United States out of that shit, you got to compete with the United Kingdom, Canada, fucking Germany. Like, you are in fucking trouble, bro.
If it was China invading Ukraine, I'd be like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
It's finna go. It's about to happen. It's about to happen.
But China's sitting
back.
I
need to harden my heart to the suffering of my fellow man.
Let me ask you.
China is like Biggie Smalls. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this.
China's like, who? You don't want that motherfucker in there.
It's time to go.
Let me ask you this. China's the biggest fish in this whole equation out of everybody, even America.
Between us,
even America.
Between us?
Even arguably, between us and China, they're the biggest fish.
Yeah.
So they're quiet. They're radio silence right now.
We don't know what they want to do
because
definitively.
On the defense, they're everything. On the defense, we can strike a Russian ally that we ain't even thought about yet. We can strike fucking, whatever island.
I'm gonna tell you what. People,
Belarus, yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what people ain't talking about.
What?
Germany said they rebuilding their fucking military, and we all know.
Oh no!
Remember
what happened? Remember what happened last time?
We all know. It's 2 times. 2 times.
I went to art school.
Why we all turn into Kevin Hart? No.
It's 2 times.
Yeah. The Fourth Reich. You saying this is the Fourth Reich on the way?
You would think the world would be like,
was there a third one?
Germany can't have
Technically, the Nazis were considered the Third Reich.
Really?
You never heard that nickname?
Yeah,
I heard the Third Reich, but I never,
processed.
So I would assume if they were rebuilding their military now, it would be considered the Fourth Reich. But the times I visited Germany, I will say this:
these damn white people.
I will say this: when you bring up World War II history, because I go
Nigga
there,
don't let shit go.
I go
White
there
people
as a
and
history
Germans is
buff.
different.
Say what now?
White people and Germans is different.
And that's something that us Americans need to learn.
White people, Germans, and Norse.
Oh boy,
people, they're different.
Like,
there's not too many people I would say like. Okay, when I think about like the dominant, this is cancel-ish. That's a new word I coined. That cancel-ish. This is cancel-ish shit.
Tim.
When I think of the like toughest people in the world, I always think about like people who live in historical West Africa, and then I think of people who are like from like the Pacific Islands, like Samoans or whatever.
Right.
But then the other one, if there's a third one, it's definitely fucking Vikings. Like, so when I think of fucking Vikings,
So you talking about seafaring people? You talking about early seafaring people?
Have you ever watched the show Vikings? And you sit back and just look at the history of the show, and you're like, fuck, these
it's so
people
funny
are
you say
brutal.
that. Like all these like white people love Viking shit. They love Viking lore. They love it like we love Egyptian lore. I think black people love Egyptian lore or some weird shit, as if that's the only advanced Africans. But like white people love Viking lore, and Vikings were kind of crude. They were crude. They were crude, and they were gay.
They raped too.
Fuck.
Do you?
A lot of raping.
I don't know about the gay thing, but
They were because
were.
they were seabearing. And any of those ancient seabearing.
he saw what he did there.
Yeah, they wasn't bringing hoes with them on them ships.
No,
neither were the Romans.
They want some weird shit.
You think Christopher Columbus?
There weren't no
get his dicks
female.
up?
There weren't female Viking concubines. That wasn't a thing.
No,
They were slaves.
When they got on shore, yeah,
Bruh.
and then they were back at shore on that.
Why you think?
I'm asking.
Why you think
literally
Christopher
asking.
Columbus and his friends raped so much?
No, but I didn't mean to get off tangent, but like
yes, you did.
It's okay.
I
It's the
didn't-
name of it's a literal name or suggested name of the podcast, so you're all right.
I didn't mean to get off.
Show us your tits.
Truth, is there food?
But
But it was some weird. It, like Vikings are odd on that. Like it's odd on it with. Okay.
What?
I'm sorry.
Vikings are odd on it.
Tell us about your Vikings.
With queso.
I don't know about Vikings.
Yes, you do. You about to tell us a whole fucking dissertation in a 5-paragraph thesis.
What were we talking about?
Vikings.
We're talking about
Conquerors, basically the toughest people in history.
Tom.
Subjectively, the toughest people. Eyeing the shit out these chips. Like 3 more,
All this
and I'm
country.
good.
What were we talking about? No, real talk. What was the topic we were talking about?
Well, we were talking about originally talking about like Ukraine and Russia, and we were just talking about like how tough people are.
No.
We ended up on this tangent. We ended up on this tangent.
Bing bong.
Bing bong.
I thought that was a thing.
I haven't seen it. It might be.
It's a lot of crack addicts and heroin too.
Yeah.
It's mainly heroin though.
It's so funny.
Hey, yo, Byron. Take me out
Joe
to
Biden.
Joe Biden.
You know what I do?
It's
wanna know?
so funny.
True,
It's
honestly.
so funny.
Real shit. Like, how do you feel about the Russia-Ukraine?
Bro, I don't know.
Do you have worries? Do you have concerns? Do you feel like
Bro,
this is a ploy? Not a ploy, but you know what I mean.
A part of me does think it's a ploy, man. A part of me feels like, yo, this is like, our fishnet into another situationship.
I will say, I noticed that
As like
COVID ain't in the news.
The
once.
COVID is
Well,
old
something
news.
going on in
And
China.
Something's gotta be going on.
Like they niggas locked
Right.
down their country.
Right. Thank you for bringing
Like
that
China
up.
has locked down China.
Locked the
Like
fuck down.
niggas can't get out at all.
At all, out of nowhere.
So you think this is related to?
COVID. Yeah.
Oh,
No. I don't think it has nothing
Like
to do with COVID.
overnight.
I think COVID from
Like
Jump Street.
overnight.
I think COVID from Jump Street was always a ploy. It was always a ploy to get everybody attention, right? To put everybody on arms and say, "Hey, move when we move. We gonna, you know." And so right now it's just like China's gearing up arms. They're positioning everybody to make the next move.
I don't know. It's scary. I know that. That's what I do know. This shit is this shit's scary. Maybe it's more scary for me because I'm not trying to be that guy in this conversation, but maybe it's more scary for me because every night I put a little boy to bed and think like, no bullshit. It sounds corny. It sounds corny as fuck.
Not corny,
but you really,
a lot of people deal with that.
We really do go like, what world am I prepping you for? I turn on the TV and I see this kid in Ukraine who's younger than Mason, didn't even have a chance to do anything, lose their life. They didn't even get a chance. It breaks my heart. Like, you know, it's just like, man, I don't.
The way I look at it is, I told my dad, I say, your mama would not know how to raise a child in this atmosphere.
No, that's not just Ukraine shit either.
No.
But yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you preparing them for a world without you, and technology and everything is going to be better.
It's replacing parents.
It's not gonna be so easy, though.
Do you realize? Think about this. Do you realize, like, a rite of passage from a father to his son used to be teaching, like, his son how to tie a necktie? That was a thing. You know what I mean? Like, you taught your son how to tie a necktie. Now your son don't need you. Got YouTube for that shit. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's just like technology is great as it's been, and is as much of an advent has been for our society. It's really I don't know, man. It's really,
you know what,
diluted our social structure in a lot of ways.
Social structure.
Thank you. I'm good.
I think there's this idea like that we've been afforded, and the key word afforded as Americans, that our value socially and emotionally is unconditional. I really don't think it is unconditional. I think it's very conditional. I think once you leave your mom's, you know what I'm saying, comfort, it is like you're at the liberty of the world, especially as men. Like women it's touch and go. And I think that, honestly, that's the most fascinating topic, and that's a different topic. Women's place in the modern world, that's a different topic.
I think
but men's place is you serve the world around you.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
If I'm being honest, I think we really underestimated how hard it was to be an adult.
Oh yeah, we did.
No, did we underestimate it, or did we not have any estimates to work off?
No, I underestimated it.
No,
I don't think I have any. I don't think I was ever presented estimates to work off of. I don't think I was ever.
You were. I think so.
You think so? Like, I don't, you know what?
I think
maybe I was. Maybe I ain't.
I
paying
think about
attention.
a lot of us are too hard on ourselves in our 20s, thinking we're supposed to have something because
but we didn't know what something was. We didn't know what something meant.
Like, so,
you knew
like,
what the basis was.
My father had me at 27 when he had my brother, living by himself, raising 2 kids, and then he bought a house by 30 with 2 kids. None of us really did that. I mean, other than Marcus, maybe.
But we didn't. Even with that, like when I'm gonna speak when what I think of your thing. Did you do that with an idea of, okay, this is what I need to do, or this is what I want to do?
We're talking about how society presents itself, or presents what role we're supposed to take and what's going on in our community, what we're supposed to be, where we're supposed to be at, where they think we're supposed to be at, and what it's almost the American dream that's been sold to us. Then we realize it's not even a fucking dream. It's some shit that you can't.
It's a money-making scheme for banks.
Yeah, it's a money-making scheme. Like, I know more immigrants that have lived the American dream than actual Americans.
Yeah, that's true shit.
That's real. You know, let me put it this way. You know, y'all know I've been me and my wife trying to build a house, and it's a tough market right now. It's a real tough market right now, and I feel okay about the moderate accomplishments financially that I've made in life. Nothing made me feel more like shit than to see from my son or my family to live in the school district where I know he's going to have a good education. For me to build what is honestly a modest house will cost me either $500,000 to $1.5 million. You talking about something that makes you feel like shit. You like, goddamn. So you mean to tell me from making $9 an hour to now, making pretty comfortable money, Lord, thank God. You feel like fuck, like what? You know what I'm saying? Like, what else do you want? What else like the standards to live with the so-called American dream is so high, it almost seems like insurmountable.
Nigga, you talking? Look, you talking to me? Do you hear me? Like, bro, I've been sitting around the house. I'm like, damn, I gotta go.
Yeah,
but I can't. Cause I don't make enough money.
I knew that. I was making $12 an hour up to what, 25, 26?
Hard, man.
Crazy, right?
Then unemployment, and then a year of no unemployment, being broke.
That shit crazy, right? Like, damn, this nigga R got a job making what I just started making, and he was like, "Well, shit, I thought I was gonna have to move back." Oh, he got a new job.
Yeah,
making 21, but making what I'm making now. And he's like, "Damn, I thought I was gonna have to move back in with my foot." I'm like, "Damn, nigga, I thought I was doing some shit." You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, it sucks.
it's hard.
Here's the thing, man. Like, when we were making that money in the early 20s, I knew that wasn't enough.
We all knew that wasn't enough. Every one of us knew.
Like, I would see Mike making him. The thing is, he had a girlfriend who also had a job. So
right. It was two income.
Yeah, you had two incomes. So my people were like, why don't you move out on your own? I'm like, nigga, I make $712
a month
every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So that means 14. That means like $1,500.
Some of that is going to car insurance.
Y'all gotta realize too, right? So I had a little girlfriend at the time, and I also moved in with homeboys.
Yeah.
Starting out.
No.
See,
Hold on. When I first moved out, my home was with my girlfriend, and she was paying one part of a room. She was renting a room from a person, and I was paying a part of that room.
Yeah. And
then we moved up to an apartment with my friends, and then she was paying a small part. And then I said, you know what? At one point of that process, I was like, don't pay any part of this. This is I signed the lease and blah blah blah. She insisted, on signing a lease with my friends. And that was another process, right? And so that's where you got to understand where it's just like, okay, what are you investing in at that point?
Yeah.
What are you investing in?
But you're investing in at the time, at that age, any of us investing in our own space to be who we are, space to do what we want to do.
I do wish I moved out my parents earlier.
Same.
Because it puts you in a whole mental state. Like I remember when I moved out with Marcus, and waking up that first morning to like that ambionic fucking sun coming through my bedroom, and I was like, wow, I'm about to beat my dick.
And what we're told as a collective is that like we should have our own. And not we should build. It's never about build. It's about own. It should be about build and investing.
Yeah.
It should be about that. But when I first moved out, I was like, oh my God, yes.
You about to get bitches.
Oh my God, yes. That shit was the best thing that ever happened to me ever. But, it come with the, can you afford this shit?
Well, when you moved out, you moved into a $400 2-bedroom.
That bitch
with two.
Wait, that was $400?
Yes. But think, dude.
This is the place over there by Stonecrest. This is the first place.
No. We're talking about his first place.
But now I see the appeal. I used to try to understand.
No, you don't. Because when I visited that nigga for the first time in those apartment complex, it was a fucking shootout. Or a fucking bro. Like I remember sitting there Justin said I'll be right back. And Justin left, and I was like, do. All you hear was do. I knew just like I'm like that was close. That was fucking close, and I'm just like, ooh, I'm ready to get the fuck out of here.
But
no police even showed up.
I knew the nigga that was shooting, so it was okay for me.
Your logic is
it was okay for me.
But it made me realize how dangerous that nigga complex was. Like,
no, we was worried.
That was the perfect place to get robbed.
No lie,
That's
bro.
all I'm saying.
No lie, bro. I know you gonna say. I know you.
Well, not for me. You know.
I know.
Well, not for you.
I know you gonna say like we didn't have to, because I know you, bro. I know you your whole life. I know how you gonna respond. Whatever you tell us is it's almost futile. Not you, him.
Oh, okay.
It didn't matter, bro. We worried about you over there.
Oh, yeah.
We fucking worried about you over there.
Remember they did that fake drive-by? I was like, these niggas is doing like I remember tiptoeing like, oh shit, I'm about to dive because I've never seen a drive-by before.
What? When did this?
We were sitting outside.
He was living
apartment.
over there
I
on
was
by
there.
Wesley.
We were sitting outside his apartment. These
Not
niggas
West. That's not Wesley Chapel. What is
You
that?
never can.
Is that technically Wesley Chapel?
Wood.
Snapping
Woods. This
I was
nigga,
there?
no,
You
you never came over there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I never came over there. Or probably on purpose.
That was the last time I came
Nigga,
over. When they did the fake drive-by, I was like, nah, I'm
Now
good.
I'll be honest.
You ain't come over
Both
my house
the two or
until,
three times I went over to his
Westwood
place.
property.
2 or 3 times I went over to his place. I never had an issue. Now I will say this: I didn't like the niggas that you called your friends over there. They were sketchy as fuck. I was like, bro.
I mean, of course they were.
You
I was
remember,
like, bro.
you remember the house party we went
Which one?
upstairs, the next floor, the second floor house party we went to?
Oh, I
and we
wanna hear
was like,
stories.
oh, this nigga, what? It was sketchy as fuck. It was a house party they had. I think it wasn't. Was it? I don't know. Where.
It was over J5 place.
Yeah, it was his apartment, and it was literally the transitioning point before he was like, on the street shit, and I'm not fucking with this shit. And it was a simple house party. And he was like, "Hey, pull up, blah blah blah." He had some shit going on, and we came over early, and we had to go upstairs. It was the second floor of the apartment we went to. It was a house party at his house. We went to the second floor. And we was chilling.
He did come over there.
Whose house?
Was that the same day, or am I talking about the same day?
Whose house?
His house. His house.
The person in question. His
J5's house. Like
Wouldn't just have upstairs.
No, it wasn't. It was
his
an apartment.
homeboy's
It was an upstairs apartment. I'm sorry.
upstairs
It
above
did.
him. There was a level right above him. His
Yeah.
homeboy was having an apartment.
He did come.
You and I, we went to the upstairs apartment.
yeah,
It was a
yeah.
kickback at his house,
Yeah.
but it bled. He had to take care of some shit, and we had to go to an upstairs apartment to
even
chill.
remember that.
You nigga, I know you remember that shit because when shit went down, I looked at you and you looked at me, and I was like,
What happened?
nigga,
Oh, that's like
to
that
go.
time that Ant saw that big girl try to scoop by him, and Justin looked at me, and I looked at him, and Ant turned.
I
at me
remember
and
that
said,
shit. I know
suck it
exactly
in.
what it was.
Oh, what happened though? I
don't remember what the thing was. I really don't remember what the thing was.
I need to be
But-
refreshed because that's like out of the memory.
Bruh, we've talked about this shit before. Like, I remember that shit. Like, something went down. Well, it was a kickback at his apartment, and then
And we went upstairs
We
from-
went upstairs
from his
we were chilling
apartment.
from his apartment, and we was chilling. And people, like 2 people from his apartment, went upstairs with, and it was, and it was like something. It was like, oh, this ain't our vibe. And you and I both looked at each other. It was like, all right, it's time to go.
Yeah.
It wasn't nothing major, but it was
Okay, yeah.
enough. It was enough for us to be our niggas senses was tingling.
And sometimes-
and we were just like, all right, cool. I'm not comfortable.
Sometimes, bro,
let's
niggas
go.
is just different. Like, you could be like cool with one set of people and cool with another set of people, but them 2 set of people just do not blend.
They don't click.
And that was his people. Like with us, we would see him and be like, "Hey, you know what? Tell you what, when you done hanging out with them, give us a call. We'll come back. No problems."
Yeah.
Notice
You did
I
have
have to
that.
say, notice I ain't never
I
been
ain't
them
know.
niggas around.
My bad.
I mean, you.
A
I
couple
ain't
of
never-
times,
maybe like
I ain't
but
never- I ain't
a couple of
never
times
been
you didn't necessarily bring them around us, but it would be like a thing. We would come over, and then they would find their way over, and then it would
Yeah,
be like
but
the
that-
energy is not.
Yeah.
It feel weird, and
But
I
that's
think
just
and I think they
something-
can sense it too. Like we different people. Like yeah, we different people. We gonna
And and it's been of course,
And that's fine,
there's
you know what I
tears to that. There's tears to that shit. Like it's
Goddamn tears.
It's tears to.
But
to,
it wouldn't. Yeah. I wouldn't invite y'all to the hood function like I.
Thank God.
No, I mean it ain't even like it's not like nobody
I'll be like,
went.
Justin, you gonna bring me to the hood function?
Nobody ever went thinking they was working. I think the sentiment was not so much for our own personal safety. It was just like, hey man, you sure you should be fucking with them? Because at the time we was like, bro, we don't want to see you get hemmed up with they bullshit.
Look,
you know what I'm saying?
I stopped fucking with them.
No, you made a decision. Like it was a
Yeah,
pivot.
you did. I mean, I know you did. I'm just saying I'm just saying what the mentality was in that moment, in the time. You'd be like, because I hung out with that nigga from high school who was always lying and stealing, and you tried to tell me.
I remember the twin.
Who? Yeah, the twin. I'm just gonna say the twin.
Oh,
you hung up with that nigga in high school who was always lying, and he would like low key klepto, and you tried to tell me to leave that nigga alone. No fuck with that nigga. You did. You told me not to fuck with him, and I did anyway, and I should have listened to you on that one.
But that's how it go.
That is.
That's life.
It is. You just learn. I guess you just learn like certain relationships ain't worth holding on to. You know what I mean? There's some that will never die, like the one we all have, and then there's others that will,
I think this is a good natural end.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Is this what we cutting out?
Yeah, I think so. So that's the ending of these titties. Talking to y'all.
I thought we were areolas.
I mean, we could be boo
Welcome
heads
to
while
the
we
boo
get-
bower.
The boo bower. That's what you said when I was on the phone with you, and I thought it was really clever, and I could not repeat what you
We'll
said.
figure it out, motherfucker.
Welcome to the boo bower, you fucking
Anyway,
tits.
this is the end of Talking in Tangents.
You fucking tits.
Tits. We'll see you later.